we're here at the Marketing Innovation Summit in Singapore, and we're with Aseem Puri from Unilever, who just finished a panel discussion about incorporating startup principles to marketing initiatives in the organization. So, Aseem, just briefly, what were the things that Unilever does themselves to spark innovation in the company?
So I think we want to create youpreneurs, so entrepreneurs inside Unilever, and we're doing quite a few exciting things. I think the first thing we're doing is we're creating a platform where marketeers and brand managers within Unilever can take their best ideas, their innovative ideas, their tough questions, and partner with startups through an initiative called the Unilever Foundry, which has just been launched, and we've got a lot of startups that have contacted us, and some projects have already been initiated. The second thing we've done in some parts of the business is to create an experimentation fund where a small amount of money is parked for wild, outrageous, or slightly more difficult ideas that would not pass the regular mainstream, and those are being run as experiments, some of which have proven to be quite successful. And the third thing we're looking at is actually investing in startups as well. So we have a Unilever Ventures fund which invests actively in startups. We now have some partnerships going with some other external partners as well. So I think a combination of these things allows us to take those ideas which would not go through the mainstream or not clear the normal hurdles to live, to breathe, to be experimented with, and potentially out of those might come a few opportunities that turn into billions eventually. Very similar to, I think, the approach a venture capital firm might take.
So from the discussion earlier today, what would be your number one key takeaway from the discussion that, people who weren't able to attend today should take note of?
So I think for me, the key was that entrepreneurship begins with you. You don't need permission to be an entrepreneur. You need to take risks. You need to take the initiative. And I think I talked about this earlier, but typically a startup would go through 15 to 25 rounds of rejection before the idea would get accepted and get funded. So if you're working within a large organization, you have a great idea, you hear no once, it just means you need to try 25 times more. And I think if you imbibe that culture within a company, then most great ideas will not only live, they will thrive.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.